Okay, hey, how are you? I'm Michaela. I'll be doing your intake interview today.
I'm Jamie.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so before we start everything, I just want to let you know that everything that is, kind of said in this interview or whatever will be kept pretty much confidential unless there's any suspicion of abuse anywhere or intent to harm yourself or someone else. So, what brings you here today?
So I think I just am going through an inner conflict, and I really just want to explore what is going on, and just kind of explore what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and kind of external factors that are adding on to this feeling.
Okay. All right. So tell me about yourself. Where did you grow up, and who raised you?
So I grew up in Casterly Rock, and my father raised me. My mother died when I was very young. She died having my brother, and so that was very traumatic for me. My father raised me. I was definitely the favorite of all my siblings, and I come from a really wealthy family, and so pretty much great life, I guess.
Yeah. All right. How would you describe your relationship among your family? Do you have any siblings or anything?
Yeah, so I'm actually a twin. Okay. I have a twin sister, Cersei. Mm-hmm. She was born first, and I also have a brother, Tyrion, who's a dwarf. And our relationship is good, I would say. My sister and my father don't like my brother, but I don't have anything against him. He's fine. I respect him. And my relationship with my father is fine as well. There's no problems, no issues, and yeah.
Okay. Oh, what about your sister? Is there anything there?
Yeah, actually, me and my sister, we have kind of an ancestral relationship going on, and so it's a little deeper than, I think out of all my family members, it's the deepest relationship I have.
Okay, all right. What about children? Do you have any? Are you married to anybody right now?
No, I'm not married. Cersei is my only partner, and so we have 3 children actually.
Okay. You and Cersei?
Yeah, me and Cersei and I. But my children don't know I'm their father.
Okay.
They just see me as their Uncle Jamie.
Okay. So since Cersei is the mother of your children, are you two on good terms? Are you on bad terms? Do you speak often? What is it kind of the basis of that relationship?
Yeah, I would say that for the majority of our life, we've had a good relationship. I don't know. I'd like to say that my relationship with her is great, and we both love each other, but I just don't know from her side what really is going on. I just really love her. We shared a womb together, and it's just kind of the only woman that I've ever really loved and been with, and since my mother died when I was very young, it's kind of the only sister, mother figure, partner that I've really ever had.
Yes. So do you know what she thinks of you? Do you have any idea?
I don't know for sure. It's a very complicated relationship, I would say, because we are partners and we love each other and we're constantly in each other's lives, but lately, I just feel like she might be maybe using me or abusing me, kind of. She is just a very strong person. She has a very strong personality, and so I just don't know. I would almost say she's a little evil, and I just worry that. I know she's evil and she does evil things to other people. I just worry that I might be one of those people, one of those victims, and so I think that's part of where my inner conflict might come from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When did that relationship begin?
It was when we were probably 6, I would say.
Okay.
And a maid discovered that we were just kind of in this pretty serious sexual relationship, and so our mother separated us, but when she died, then we kind of just continued on.
Okay, and that just, escalated into what it is today.
exactly.
All right. Do you have any problems sleeping at night or anything like that? Any anxiety or anything?
Yeah, I would say that I do have anxiety. I think that I've gone through several traumatic things in my life that I've added to this. But I think to these sleeping problems, that I think the biggest thing that keeps me up at night is just I worry about Cersei. I worry about my relationship with her, and I worry about just what she's doing behind my back, and maybe even to me. And I worry about how she might be using me to advance her power. And so it's kind of complicated in that sense, because while I love her and I want to support her and I want to be there for her, it's I don't know how much I'm being played with or taken advantage of, and that's not something that I would want or that I want.
All right. Is there anything that triggers a specific anxiety that doesn't help with sleeping or something is there anything maybe from your past that just makes things worse?
Yeah, actually, I think that goes along with the Cersei issue.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, there's been just a new threat to the kingdom. Her name is Daenerys, and she is the mother of dragons. When I was young, my first job was I was Kingsguard to her father, and they come from a family that loves fire, and so it got to a point when I was serving him that he just kind of got, I guess, power hungry and just evil, and just was doing horrific things to people, just killing the citizens of the kingdom. And so I had to really choose between my oath and my duty as a Kingsguard, and my duty as a human being. And so I decided to be a good human and kill the king.
Right.
But that was first very traumatic, because I killed someone and I killed a king and I broke my oath, and on top of that, everybody hated me and they didn't know why. Even though they think that I, just killed the king, really I killed the king, but I saved thousands of lives.
Right.
And so now that Daenerys is a threat to the kingdom, it just really troubles me, because I just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, is she like her father? Is she better than her father? And is she going to bring promise? I'm not sure.
You're just worried.
I'm just worried, and Cersei's worried too, and I'm placed in the middle, because I just don't know about this new threat versus the threat of my sister and what's going to happen.
Okay. So going into abuse, do you have any history with substance abuse, or maybe even emotional abuse or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have substance abuse. I drink sometimes, but not as much as Cersei does. I would say she's most likely an alcoholic. I mean, I pointed it out to her. But adding to the emotional abuse, I think I might be experiencing some emotional abuse. I think just ever since I met Brienne, she's just kind of opened my eyes and made me aware of that.
So who's Brienne? Is she a friend? Is she, someone that you're interested in? Tell me more about her.
Yeah, so Brienne is just a friend. I don't know how I feel about her. I mean, I really respect her and I admire her. She is a knight. She was very brave and very honorable, and I guess really look up to her, and just the way that she lives her life is the way that I think that I want to live mine. And so definitely look up to her.
Yep. All right. I think that's the amount of time we have for today, so you can come back in for another session.
Okay, great.
All right, cool.